A note with flowers, albizia, some water lily there, the macaws on the Rhea story. Come to think of it, the end of the partnership with that travel company, oops, meant the um, the end of the work in an office for me, and that's as early as I think 97. So in 97, maybe I closed the door of the office for good. And well, I entered. Even now, I can. I do enter rarely, and not to work really in the offices of the company where I'm a partner, Algernon. But in terms of work, it's funny that I only had these 3 years, or maybe. Well, of course, even then, that wasn't really day in day out, Monday on to Friday, because I had an important degree of independence for one thing. Second, I had the AT&T relationship, which they knew of, not only accepted, approved, tolerated, but enjoyed, because he knew, at least the initial part on the Greek one, I don't know what he knew and cared for, but we didn't spend too much time together. We parted ways quite soon. So I can't say I know his thinking, his ideas in management or whatever. Maybe in what has to do with private life, my private life. He thought he has to have a say in it or something. I don't know. But so I had the AT&T thing to do once in a while, which was bringing customers on to this M company, and both through direct marketing, because AT&T would pay for cards which had AT&T numbers for Romania, Bulgaria, and a few others in the area, and on the other hand, travel with M company. So there you go, publicity paid for AT&T. An important amount paid for AT&T for events, Iowa, American School, and so on, that were interesting for the M company. I was about to say the name. The association was grand, of course. I mean, to be with this multinational, if this multinational has picked you as a partner here, for Americans and others who knew about America, about one of the top 10 companies in the world, at one point I think that number 5, 6 meant so much. It was a sign of nobility, of seriousness, noblesse oblige. And so I could travel, and I did travel for AT&T to Greece, wherein those trips I could also see the market, the potential market for us, what we can offer in Greece, and this is the trip which you have, and when people call, and well, I did it, I know, I mean, you go to the islands, and then you can take a boat, and in Rome, of course, you can stay at this hotel near the Spanish Steps, whatever. But on top of that, there were of course trips, which some of them I had to do. The important ones with, I'm thinking again, the American School, relatives of the ambassador from Venezuela. Now that Venezuela is in the headlines, I'm thinking about those days. A beautiful young woman there. They had so many Miss Universe from that country, beautiful women. And the work in the office was spaced out, in other words. end of my office days. I would still work for another 4 or 5 years, but that was not in an office. I would just get calls, and I went to, for instance, the residence of the American ambassador, where I took clients. Rosa Pep was one, and there were some interesting people there. Good tours, funny, joy. I don't know if I had the calling. I think I did for a while, but I enjoyed. There were some trips, many trips I enjoyed. Towards the end, when I got into flexibility, which on the one hand is good, but on the other it meant I even went for traveling in trains with some clients, and it got on my nerves. I think it's at one point it's a hard job. It's good to be with hip people, to socialize. I love that. That's one reason I'm doing this, because I miss it. I'm talking with potentially virtually someone, for lack of. I can talk with that guy on the back, but it's just hello, hi, 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 we, hi, 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 and a few other words, and that's it. Hana. Well, but it's demanding. It's a lot of work you have to do from early morning to night, and when, for instance, I had kids along, mostly I didn't like it because they were allowed. This is the new thing. You have to allow the kid to do anything. It looks like, because otherwise he will sue you, or you have a, I don't know, you're not doing the right thing. Let's leave it at that. So feet on the top of the car, of the train, or my car, and, and loud noises, and so at one point I thought that, well, this is getting to be too much. I need to take a break or stop. There were kids among the last tours. Kent, we keep having a communication from afar. Had a wonderful baby. That made me think I can have one of my own. Helped in a way, because it changed the view, the perspective. Many of the kids I had seen up to that point were so spoiled, so demanding and exhausting, actually, for this guy, that I said, well, I don't know if I want children. But then I did, and I have.